that's probably the second most frustrating thing a mom can hear is like, you're right, you're unheard, and now you're being told to calm down. Like, it's so frustrating. Hi guys, my name is Kruti Kanogia. I am also known as Mrs. K. I started Healthy Gamer with Olive 5 years ago now. Parenting is it's hard. It's hard for everyone, right? Even if you're married to a psychiatrist, even if you have all the help in the world, it's a challenge, and it's between you and your kids at the end of the day, right? Out of the thousands of things that we talk about at Healthy Gamer, out of all of the life lessons Olive has to give to people, here are a couple that I've implemented at home. The first thing that I really took away from a lot of our work at Healthy Gamer is the Ayurvedic kind of conception of the mind. I'm not here to tell you, oh, it's evidence-based, or like, there's no claims, or like, I don't care. I really don't care about any of that. All I care about is when I started using this lens, the behavior, my understanding of what's going on, and my ability to change what happens in my house on Saturday mornings really improved. So if you don't know, right, in Ayurveda, there's essentially 3 primary types. There's the Pitta or fire type, which is what I am. There's the Kapha or earth type, which is my secondary characteristic. And then there's the Vata or air type, which is what Alok is. So Pittas are quick to get angry. They can grind. They are motivated, ambitious. Kaphas are slow starters, right? It's hard to get them out of bed in the morning. They're more prone to being like depressive. They love sweets. They have round cheeks like me. And then Vatas are air types, right? And they learn quickly, but they forget everything. They are fast. They can't sit still. Like, I can sit still without shaking my leg, but Alok will be bouncing his leg, kind of jittery. So just understanding that, like, okay, we're not all the same. We don't all feel the same when we wake up. I've got one kid that will pop out of bed, cannot keep her eyes closed. I've got another kid that, like, will sleep in for hours. Our mornings look different for them. When my younger kid, who's more on the ADHD side, when she's super flighty and jittery and can't sit still, can't focus, her need is different. She, for example, if you're using like the Ayurvedic concept, if I give her milk and cookies, or like milk with something like heavy in her stomach, it helps ground her. It helps kind of get some of that extra energy. It gives it, I don't know how to like technically say it, but she just kind of naturally settles a little bit. Whereas when my more Pitta or fire type kid, when she's like raging out of anger, having a screen time meltdown or whatever it is, if I approach her with like, all right, let's have a snack, and that snack will be something like cucumbers or yogurt or something kind of cooling, that really works for her. Maybe just a glass of cold water. So this Ayurvedic concept of the mind, game changing for our family. Also for me, right? Like, if I am super agitated and like quick to anger, there are things I can do to alleviate my own pitta-ness. Or if I am over-consuming on dairy and sweets and I am taking forever to get out of bed and I'm not motivated and things like that, there are things I know that I can do to correct that. So having almost like this secret toolkit for being able to manipulate not only myself, but the way my kids' mood is, the way their sleep is, the way they learn, the way they, just kind of go through and function through life has been it almost feels like a cheat code or something. Like, It's so impactful. The second thing that I think has been really important in almost like these everyday little life struggles with my kids is reflective listening and motivational interviewing. So this is the way I talk to my kids. This is the way I convince my kids. This is the way I kind of help my kids understand you need to clean your room, right? But if I just say, hey, you need to clean your room, sometimes that can work. But if it's more like, hey, out of frustration, my kid is throwing her stuff all over the place because she can't find her favorite pair of socks. And, well, why can't you find them? I don't know. Nothing is ever where it's supposed to be. Okay. Why is that sounds frustrating. No, I don't like it when I can't find my things either. How can I help you? Okay, well, I'll look here. Can you look there? Are they downstairs? Okay. And you kind of go through the motions with them kind of more in control, but you're kind of starting to subtly ask questions and you're reflecting back to them. Hey, this sounds frustrating. I hate it when this happens to me too. Reflect back to them like you understand their emotion. They're not crazy for feeling this frustrated. Everybody loses things, but then you're going to start to motivate them to want to not be in a position where they're constantly losing their socks, right? She had the idea, why don't we just keep the socks where we keep the shoes? And like to find that kind of solution of like, all right, great idea. Let's put the socks where we keep the shoes instead of in your room. You'll each have your own cubbies, but to get to that solution takes a little bit of time. Which brings me to the third thing, right? Because we don't have time to go through like 20 minutes for every small problem. So the third thing is my ability to regulate my own mood. I don't think anything is more frustrating for moms than always being right, but never being heard. It is the most frustrating feeling in the world, right? And if I'm keyed up because I'm hungry or I'm late or I am sleep deprived or whatever it is, and I take that out on my kids, it's just a disaster for everyone, right? Like they're getting yelled at, I'm yelling, so I'm going to feel guilty for the whole rest of the day. And by the way, I'm still hungry or sleep deprived or late. It doesn't solve anything. So what I do is try to get my kids to help me. Hey, mommy's running late. Can we move a little faster? It's so different, right? For a kid to hear, mommy's running late. Can you move faster? As opposed to, get your socks on, get your shoes on. We got to go. Where's your coat? I can't believe we're late. We're always late. Why can't you guys wake up on time? Like it's so different. So if I'm just upfront with them about, hey, here's what's going on with me. Can you help me? They're there. They want to help because I do the same for them, right? Hey, you're running late. Okay, I'll help you. You know, there's more to it, right? There's like modeling and all this other stuff. But really at the core of it is regulating my own mood. Because, and the reason why this happened is like, I just realized, hey, if you hate being told to calm down, right? Like that's probably the second most frustrating thing a mom can hear is like, you're right, you're unheard, and now you're being told to calm down. Like, it's so frustrating. But if I don't want to be told to calm down, then I have to calm myself down. And if I am going to calm myself down, that means I have to recognize why I'm agitated, communicate that, and get people on board, be part of the solution. And the coolest thing is when I do that, now my kids do it. Mommy, I'm hungry, so I really want to get to the restaurant faster. Can you get ready faster? Mommy, I'm so tired. I don't want to go to that thing. Do we have to? Yeah, we do kind of have to, but I know you're tired, so why don't we close our eyes for a little bit now? Things like that just go so far. Okay, the fourth thing that I've kind of taken away from all this healthy gamer stuff that has really helped kind of create more peace and joy in my house is separating the discipline from the heat of the moment. And again, I'm not a perfect parent by any means. I will absolutely still snap and be like, turn that off. Okay, but I know, we all know that that's not ever the solution, right? I've noticed that if I'm going on a cleaning rampage, it's for me. It's not actually solving a problem. it's kind of a tantrum in a way. It's like almost a parent tantrum. I'm going to clean. I'm throwing all this out. I can't believe this cup is still here. Why can't you guys ever throw away these papers? Ugh, and you're just going on this rampage. But here's the thing. If a room is really messy, it should be more about, hey guys, seeing your room this way really makes me think that we should not keep buying more toys. I feel like we can't keep track of our toys that we have. Can we just agree no more toys until we get this under control? Usually the answers will be like, well, mommy, I really wanted this one thing or this other thing. And then it's, okay, if you want those things, we need to make space for them. Let's go through our toys, figure out what we're donating, what we've outgrown. But if I see toys that are missing puzzle pieces or that are broken, we're not buying more puzzles. We're not buying more toys like this, right? So there's a way to have consequences, communicate the logic, but also ultimately, hopefully, find a way to organize your house in a way that doesn't make everyone insane. And sometimes the answer really is, yeah, we have too much stuff. So I hope some of this was helpful. Again, just to quickly recap, the 4 things that I think have really helped me be a better parent, but also a better boss, but also a better wife, but also a better daughter, like every role of my life, are the Ayurvedic model of the mind, just having like this cheat code superpower. Like I can see my mom getting agitated about something, glass of water, easy peasy. I can see my dad kind of slow, overthinking, kind of paralyzed. All right, let me give him something spicy to eat. Let's go for a walk, whatever it is, right? The second thing that we talked about was reflective listening and motivational interviewing. And really what this is about is taking all those everyday small problems and helping your kid be part of that solution. The third thing that we talked about was being aware of your own mood. I'm smiling because I feel so guilty. Like I was such a mess for so much of my kid's early childhood. It's just, it's a hard fucking time, right? It's a hard time in your kid's life and in your life. There's so much going on. And I don't really feel that much guilt because it's so natural and it's so normal. But I do feel some amount of like, oh, if I had only known to communicate my needs and be more aware of my own internal state, things would have been so much easier. And then the fourth thing that we talked about was removing the disciplinary part from the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment, it's, hey, what's going on? How do we fix this? And then later, and maybe even saying, hey, I really want to talk about this weekend. For now, I really am not happy about the way this room looks right now. We've got to talk about this weekend. And then over the weekend, what can we do? This isn't working for you. It's not working for me. What's our plan? Do we want to do one big cleanup? Do we want to do 15 minutes a day? What is it? All right, so those are my 4 big takeaways from thousands and thousands of hours of content and talking to Alok and just being around a world of mental health advice just as a mom, things that have really helped me reclaim my Saturday mornings, I guess. Thanks for watching. Bye.